Hey, my lovely people, welcome back to my channel. So here we are yet again with some more fire jobs. Let's get right into it. So today I am actually coming to you with 4 unique positions. So make sure that you stay tuned for all of the positions, as one might be better qualifying for you based on your background and experience. Okay, so make sure you get through all the roles. So the very first one that we have here is through Comcast. Comcast is a really good internet, cable, and phone servicing provider. Okay, they have offices all over the United States. It's a national company. They're also a Fortune 500 company. You know I'm coming through with the banger jobs. Okay, we want to get y'all in some quality positions and roles. So when you do come to the Comcast website, you want to put the rec ID here where it says keyword or rec ID. I'm going to show you where that is located. So let's get into the very first role. So within this role, this is the Junior ServiceNow IT Knowledge Analyst. It is completely remote, okay? Here is the rec ID. We just went over where to put this in, so here it is right here, okay? So getting into this role a little further, with this role, the basis of this role is tracking the life cycle of Comcast's different products, being able to produce data around it, provide strategies for growth within the company. So as an example, if you find a trend of products that consumers like, they would like to see you package them together or come up with a strategy to help produce that to the customers in the way that they're showing interest to it, so that it can help bring in financial growth to the actual company. So some of the preferred experience that they're looking for is 1 year of ServiceNow. And ServiceNow is a developing cloud computing platform. So what that basically means is a cloud platform that helps companies manage their actual workflows. So they want to make sure that you have, it's preferred experience. So it's not disqualifying. You don't have to qualify if you don't have this experience. It's just something that they do prefer, that you do have a year of that experience. And they also prefer if you have experience in Power BI, which is basically what Power BI is a visual software system that allows you to take data and turn it into like bar graphs and things of that nature. So some of the other things you're going to be doing within this role is maintaining reporting systems and databases, analyzing data and providing feedback regarding that data, recommending different strategies to be able to up-level their growth. See where there are gaps within the data that you pull. You will have to coordinate and participate in special projects with different teammates. And you will have to interact with different specialists on different levels in senior management. So keep that in mind. This is a direct role where you have to be personable. You'll have to communicate with higher ups within the company, okay? They also do have here that they want you to be punctual. You must also be able to work some nights and weekends or a variable schedule and overtime as needed and necessary. So think about that when you are actually applying for this role. If that's not something you can do, like I said before, make sure you watch the entire video, because I do have other roles. I do have another Comcast role as well that might be a better fit for you and your specific needs. Okay. Also, let me just say, make sure that you're a part of the family by subscribing. So when I drop new videos, you are automatically notified by turning that bell on. That is going to help you with finding a great fit job directly for you and you being able to apply for it immediately. Okay. We don't want you to miss out. These roles come and they go very quickly. We want you to make sure that you up level your career goals. Okay. So make sure that you're a part of the family. Some of the other initiatives that Comcast has for their employees are things like owning the customer experience, just being able to provide good customer service, and provide things and digital products that people actually love, okay? Another one is know your stuff. Be confident about what you know, the knowledge that you bring. Win as a team. Be a great team player. So they have so many different initiatives. Now, let's move down to some of the educational requirements that they're looking for in work history. They do have here a bachelor's degree. However, they do have here that while a degree is preferred, it is not required, okay? They do also consider applicants that hold a combination of actual coursework, which would be like a high school diploma, and experience or equivalent professional experience. So if you do have prior experience in using these platforms or even in a technology company, okay, they will consider you. So I don't want anybody to just say, oh, they're looking for a degree. If I don't have one, I can't apply. A lot of times companies will take people that have experience because they know you know what you're doing, okay? They are looking for relevant work experience of 2 to 5 years, all right? And they do have a total rewards package, compensation, and benefits. I will get into that a little later in the video after I go over the second rule. So make sure you stay tuned for that just to see some of their benefits in a highlighted perspective. So let's move over to the second role for Comcast. This one is the virtual business sales representative role, okay? This one is virtual, but it's only virtual in Florida, Kentucky, Louisiana, Michigan, Illinois, Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia. All right. So keep that in mind. The rec ID here is here for this specific role. Now, as you see here, this is a work from home opportunity. Okay. Y'all know I'm bringing y'all nothing but fire work from home opportunities. Now, this is an inbound sales servicing position and role, all right? What that means is you will be taking phone calls from small to medium business customers looking for Comcast services, all right? Now, within this role, some of the responsibilities that you will have is staying on top of sales quotas and just trying to make sure that you meet the sales quotas, generating sales. When you do get the phone calls, with a lot of these roles, though, they will train you on how to facilitate the calls to get the sale. So think about that. And a lot of times with these roles, your sales will be really high because people are calling in for the actual products. So you're just providing them what they need when they call in, okay? Some of the other things that you will be doing is being in the CRM system, which is just like a management system. You will have to input information, look up accounts, things of that nature. They want to make sure that you're also personable because you will be interacting with customers when they call in initially. So they want to make sure that you kind of are warm, you're really inviting, and you can appropriately handle the call or know when to escalate the call. Once again, with a lot of these roles, they will train you though. They are going to also want you to keep up to date with product knowledge. So as they change products and introduce new products, right, they want to make sure you're up to date. But within these roles, once again, they make sure that those updates get to these people in these roles because they know you're going to be the very first contact person when people are calling in for new business. All right. So don't worry about that. So here are some of their initiatives is again, just on this role. Now, moving down to their education, this specific role, they're only looking for people who do have some high school diploma coursework. They're not even looking to make sure that you do have a high school diploma or a GED. They just want to make sure that you did go through some high school coursework. All right. They are looking for people with 0 to 2 years of experience. So you can be entry level to apply for this role. The base salary is $14.42. However, because this is a sales role, commission is a part of that role. So as you actually up level and you continue to sign people up, you would get commission where it actually turns into you profiting to $24.04 per hour for this role, okay, and they base this off of a lot of factors like the volume that they're getting now of calls versus how many people, when they do call in, actually sign up. So though that is how they kind of come up with this number. So just keep that in mind as well. This is a base payroll, but it also does include commission on top of the base payroll. Now, if you do have experience, I always say negotiate your worth, negotiate your rate. Okay, so make sure when you do interviews for these roles that you are setting yourself up for greatness by negotiating and really showing your worth, and be confident in the knowledge and experience that you do have. All right. So some of the benefits that Comcast offers is medical. Okay. So your medical, your dental, your vision. They also have the 401k. They also do have a very nice time off policy. They do give 2 weeks of vacation time initially, and that does increase once you get to 5 years. They also have what is called flex days. So with the flex days, you get 8 additional flex days for every service anniversary that you have. So the longer that you're there, the more days that you get. They also include and observe 8 holidays, and then they also give you 3 floating days within a year. So you get a lot of time off with Comcast. They also help with childcare, adoption assistance, pet insurance. They have vast benefits regarding that. They also do help with parental leave. They also do give employees discounted Xfinity services. All right. So if you're a full-time employee and services are available within your current location, you will get a discount on Xfinity services. They give out discount tickets and other perks and discounts at multiple retail providers. So they offer a very big, vast majority of benefits. All right. So make sure if these roles do align with you and your background that you get over and apply. We don't want you to miss out. The link to the website for these roles will be in the description box. And once again, make sure you use that rec ID to look up the actual role. So moving on to our other opportunities that we have here. The next one that we're going to go into is through Elevance Health. This used to be Anthem Health Insurance Company, and they recently changed their name back in June of 2022. So this company is a big health insurance company. It's up there with your Humanas, your Aetnas, your Blue Cross Blue Shields, and Cigna companies. All right. So they are a pretty big company. We're going to get straight into the role. So the first role I have for you is the WFM Analyst role. This role is specific to Colorado, Georgia, Virginia, Indiana, New York, and Florida. You can also be in Ohio, Nevada, and Texas. So the gist of this role is you will be monitoring call volume and determining the actual manpower that you need based on the call volume that is coming in. So you will be in charge of just utilizing the data that you do receive from the systems that show how much call volume there is to produce roles, one, right? So to help management and operations produce more roles based on the call volume that you have coming in, and to make sure that you have enough people at every time frame when it does come to high call volume. So that might be you have to analyze data to be able to know whether or not you need to stagger staff to come in at different times based on the call volume. Or if you need to hire part-time people, as an example, to cover lunches because you have a influx of call volume with a lot of people calling in at that time, but your people also have to take lunch. So you will be in charge of basically analyzing data and coming up with ideas on how to efficiently make sure that there is coverage for all the calls that are coming in across the board during operational times to ensure that the calls are covered. So this role, it just goes into a little bit deep that it's about forecasting and forward thinking ahead. Like if it's a holiday, approaching and a lot of people take off. How are we going to mitigate that? And some of the other examples that I gave you. Okay. So with this role, the minimum requirement is a high school diploma. They are looking for a minimum of 2 years of call center operational experience or a combination of education and experience. They will also look at that with an equivalent background within either a healthcare space, a call center space, customer service, or something of that nature. So keep that in mind when applying for this job. This is more entry level because they're only requiring a high school diploma for this role. So moving down to the compensation for this role, this position is paying $21 an hour to $38.77 an hour. So keep that in mind. That is a really good rate, and it is fully remote. All right. So as I always say, also negotiate if you do have experience in anything that's analytical, even investigations, right? Customer service, call center, being a team lead as an example, and having to manage people, having to manage staff at any level. Pull from your experience and put that on your resume. Okay. I'm telling y'all. So they also do offer a great comprehensive benefit package, 401k, the normal medical, dental, vision coverage. So keep that in mind when you are applying for this role. It does come with vast benefits. Okay. Now, the last role that I do have for you is the QI specialist within Elevance Health as well. Now, as always, when you're looking up this role, make sure that you take the job ID and you go and search for it that way. This role is specific to the East Coast states: New York, North Carolina, Indiana, PA, New Jersey, Florida. Okay. So within this role, you will be responsible for reviewing and documenting the department or organizational procedures that they have in place to make sure that they do align and they are in compliance with state and federal requirements, as well as contractual requirements. So within healthcare, they have a lot of contracts with different hospitals and different providers of services like dentists and primary care doctors, hospitals, right? So they want to make sure that they're staying within compliance and within the contracts that they have with people and for state and federal guidelines. All right. So that's what this role is doing. It's reviewing everything across the board to ensure that the call center, the quality assurance people, the people who are processing claims, all of that is in compliance with the contractual state and federal guidelines that they do have set. Okay. So this is more of an analytical and investigative role. You will be just looking at trends, tracking different things, doing audits. In this role, you definitely will have to pay attention to detail and really be able to take that next step in looking into things. All right. And then also coming back and recommending things to leadership about the data that you have collected. So with this role, it does require just a high school diploma or a GED. They are looking for 5 years of experience in the healthcare field. If you have medical terminology or medical coding and billing, okay, that's a plus. Also 2 to 3, or if you have 2 to 3 years of any related experience. So it could be a combination of something investigative, something analytical. It could also be something, you could have did 1 year of healthcare management or learning CPT codes. That's fine as well. And they also just have here, or if you have a combination of education and experience, that is fine as well. For this role, their compensation is $24 to $43.20. So keep that in mind. This is a really good high paying role, especially for entry level or, entry level and some background of experience. So keep that in mind. With this role, they do offer the same benefits to 401k, the regular medical, vision, dental benefits, and paid time off. So if this is something that you're interested in, or you feel that a aligns with your background, make sure you get over and apply as soon as possible. Once again, here is the job ID. Definitely, y'all know I don't leave anyone out. If these roles don't align with you, make sure that you're a part of the family so that you can hop on jobs as soon as I post them. Also, you can go back in previous videos and look at some of the other roles if those roles align with your background better. I always drop fire jobs, okay? And they're in so many different sectors, so I don't want you to miss out on any of the jobs. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and you turn that bell notification on so you're made aware every single time I drop a new video. Until the next time, I will see you in the next one. Love you guys. Be good and keep thriving. See ya. Bye.